Let's address Vincent over at Hdtvtest as swiftly as we possibly can. So smack a like on this video because we're getting to the point right now. So in his latest video, he's trying to, again, just downplay the 48 gigabits per second, bandwidth of Hdmi 2.1, trying to use the Xbox Series X argument yet again. I'm really getting tired of this, Vincent, but let's just address it one more time. Okay, so Microsoft has multiple spec sheets with conflicting information, which is why I wanted to wait at least until the system launched or had some sort of official confirmation that no, they don't support full bandwidth HDMI 2.1, because it is very clear that Microsoft is targeting individuals with 8K displays, and as we've seen from even LG's OLEDs at the 8K level, 48 gigabits per second is a thing, and it does matter. And again, if you're buying this system that's going to be around for the next 4 years, it's pretty damning to say that they don't have full bandwidth HDMI 2.1 when they didn't actually tell you that. You tried to ascertain that by seeing 10 gigabits per second FRL, and you're trying to say, and they said with DSC, so they're not even telling you what the uncompressed sources were, or if there are any uncompressed, ways of ascertaining video output. So there are some questions still to be had with that spec sheet. And again, we have seen multiple spec sheets with conflicting information, so it's best to just wait until the machine comes out and then say they don't have HDMI 2.1 support, because then that's something everybody can rock with, right? That's just my crazy theory here. But let's just move on past that point and say, let's just say Vincent's right and they don't support full bandwidth HDMI 2.1. It's really damn unfortunate, and I think that would probably change a lot of people's mind as they're looking for uncompressed things. Let's just kind of put that out there. But now let's move into the next thing. Okay, Vincent's trying to, again, downplay the importance of 40 gigabits per second, which is something I really can't stand. He, again, in his latest video, talks about it only affects high-end gamers. Oddly enough, LG advertises to LG C10 owners, and they're trying to sell the C10 with the 48-inch screen size to be your gaming monitor. You have people like Linus Tech Tips and like FOMO and Rtings and Hdtvtest and Digital Trends all trying to tell you this is the best monitor you could possibly get, right? But what none of them are willing to say is that 40 gigabits per second limits your experience and you will be left behind, because the reality of the situation is, as HDR technology does grow into 12-bit territory, you would want to have some sort of support on a 10-bit display. I've at length talked about those benefits. Go watch those videos. I am not about to recap all that. That is a lot of information to go over. The reality is, when you clearly advertise the C10 as a gaming monitor for G-Sync users, and then you, as the influencer, want to try to walk that back by saying it doesn't matter unless you're a high-end gamer on those same exact PCs that you targeted, it kind of is really sketchy and messed up, right? So, those people buying the 30 series NVIDIA RTX GPUs, you will be left behind. There won't be any uncompressed 4K or 8K at 12 bits with RGB chroma sampling 444 for you. And that's going to be a huge deterrent for anybody who's looking to cut down on banding, who's looking for better audio, who's looking for a cleaner video output. The reality is, at least Vincent finally admits I'm right about that, because in his latest video, he talks about the benefits of 12-bit color on 10-bit displays. My. Doesn't that sound very familiar? Who has been the one and only person chiming about that? Literally telling you it matters, literally telling you the benefits of 12-bit color on 10-bit displays. So for him to finally address that, it took you long enough, Vinny. You're finally on my page understanding a little bit of the basics here. The reality is, with less bandwidth, you're just limited. It shouldn't be hard to know that the more bandwidth you have, the more color coverage you have. All that stuff will lead to less banding, less compression, and a higher overall quality in your video and audio in general, right? If you're looking to ascertain the best of the best, you just want the full specification HDMI 2.1. And, I think it's sad because there's this lack of willingness to call out the LG C10 from Vincent over at Hdtvtest as a downgrade, despite LG ripping out the DTS encoders, lowering the bandwidth, and funny enough, on their 8K displays having the full bandwidth. So clearly LG knows that the full bandwidth matters. This is clearly a downgrade, but okay, don't mention it. Keep telling people that it doesn't matter unless you're a high-end gamer. Meanwhile, these gamers are going to be buying the 48-inch. You see the problem here? Simply put, Rtings, Hdtvtest, Digital Trends, FOMO, the list goes on. TechnoDad, all these guys are selling the LG C10 as some sort of PC gaming monitor and dismissing the clear downgrades those same PC gamers will face on next gen RTX 3090, 3080, like high-end graphics cards that are coming out, right? And if you're a true gamer, and even the 3070, by the way, and you want this LG OLED with 4K, and you want that uncompressed 120 hertz gaming, RGB chroma sampling 444, and you want that 12 bits, so you experience that on your next generation monitors that are going to be coming out over the next few years, yeah, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to be left behind. If you want to listen to these influencers, that's just what happens to you. The reality is, take my advice, wait for LG to add it back if you really want LG OLED that badly, or HDMI 2.1 in general. Just wait for next year, because this year is clearly a stopgap year. They're not giving you the full 48 gigabits per second. And again, wait, you'll be better off. The LG C10 is clearly a downgrade, right? And I'm the only one with the freedom to tell you that, because I'm not getting commissions. I'm not getting VIP treatment like Vincent does, okay? I don't care what LG has to say or any manufacturer has to say. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you whether something's a benefit to you or not. I love it. All these people were talking about Quantum hates OLED. Quantum's a troll. The moment I recognize that there is a benefit with ray tracing, I'm telling you OLED is the technology for you to get. I don't tell you this kind of stuff because I'm sponsored or I have an interest of any kind. I'm telling you because this is something you need to know. And the reality is, so is this. Bro, I'm not going to repeat myself like 8,000 times, but I will end you guys with this little piece of information, okay? Isn't it funny how Vincent wants to play the victim all the time, right? He wants to pretend like he's attacked. He wants to pretend like he's some downtrodden, overlooked guy. This is the same Vincent T.O., right? You know, I'm attacking him, right? This is the same Vincent T.O. that came out and said, I am being overlooked and neglected. I don't get to go to these pre-CES launch events. I don't get to go to these pre-CES briefings and get to learn about the products and all that stuff, right? He said all of that, and everybody still rocks with him. Nobody bats an eye at anything he says anymore. They don't care. They don't care. He could literally lie to your face and get away with it. And that's just kind of the double standard that exists in this AV community. So long as you have somebody that tells you what you like to hear, he's your best guy. Well, fuck all that. I'm not going to stroke your cock. I'm going to tell you like it is, and I don't give a fuck about your feelings. So if you don't like that, piss off. I'm not sorry. I'm going to tell you that there are problems. The C10 is a downgrade. You're better off waiting, because I know what it feels like to go off of somebody's word, buy some shit, have to return it, and be really pissed off about it. And the reality is, if you buy the C10 for your RTX 3090, buckle the fuck up, buttercup, because all these guys telling you it doesn't matter, all these guys telling you you don't need that extra 8 gigabits per second, it's wasted. Just fucking wait when display technology proves me right. Just wait till you see a benefit with banding being less noticeable. Just wait, bro. All of this shit that I'm talking about, uncompressed, RGB chroma sampling 444, bro, I could go into it 1,000 times over. But the reality of the situation is this: it matters, and you're going to have those influencers tell you it doesn't matter to sell what's on the market right now. Next year, they'll be singing an entirely different fucking tune. Oh, LG adds back the 48 gigabits per second, which is good news for, gamers and high-end gamers. Yeah, okay, the same fucking guys. Just you mark my words, they'll be talking that dumb shit. So, hey, I told you, we talked about it. So let's kind of end this and move on with the next topic here that we have on Quantum TV, guys. So smack a like on this video. If you have requests or questions about what TV to buy, because maybe I just shattered your dreams, make it easy for me. Narrow your options down. Give me a couple models that you have in your country or region, and I will help you decide which one is best for you without any of that extra marketing bullshit. Thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.